100.3 VX, Rock on the Range interview. Slipknot.
It might be an oyster or a jellyfish or a...
This is like classic old school.
I like it.
It's got a vibe. It's got a vibe.
I usually call you Mustachio, but now you're Beardo.
Beardo.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. I'm backing it.
Nice.
You're a Beardo too, though. So.
I've been doing it for a while.
Welcome to the 70s fan, my bearded brother. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, congratulations, man. Is it good to be back out here at Rock on the Range? You've been here before.
Yeah, I have been here once or twice. It's cool. It's a fun show. It's big. It's like it's almost like an LA show or something, you know? It's like so many people around, so many different bands, so many, you know what I mean? It's like a lot going on. It's like information overload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might blue screen, you know?
Exactly. Now that they've added a third day, it seems like a very
insane.
long.
It's insane. It's cool though. I would never want to be out there in the sun all day for 3 days though.
No, it's a long time to be out there, but you know, you guys get to have your fun, of course, tonight, closing things out. Is it a little less stressful for you than like a Knot Fest, where some of that stuff is in your own backyard and a little bit more of a planning stage?
Definitely a lot stressful, a lot less stressful. I when we did Knot Fest, and then you're adding a Knot Fest show onto that LA kind of demographic, so it's a lot of running around and trying to figure the day out and trying to make sure all the guests are sorted out, and you know what I mean, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. This is definitely a lot more relaxed than that, you know.
Yeah, it's like kind of like your Super Bowl almost, really.
Sort of, yeah, it is.
But
we're taking it international. We did one in Japan
Right.
too, so you know that was pretty bitchin'.
Even though it's stressful, do you have fun? Do you still have fun doing that?
I wouldn't change any of this. We're fucking blessed, man. We're lucky to be able to do this, you know, and to still have a career after 16 or 17 years of doing this. I mean, I think back to some of the bands that we toured with in '99 on Ozfest, bands like Push Monkey that you were only around really at that time, you know, and bands that went away and came back, and you know, we've just still been hammering away throughout it all. And I don't know if it's dumb luck or if the stars had aligned right or whatever, but hey man, I could bitch, but nobody'd listen. You know.
We listen. You got some downtime kind of in between shows and that kind of stuff. What do you like to do with when you're just kind of hanging out?
I mean, there's not a whole lot of time. We usually do like 3 in a row and then have a day off, you know, and then 3 in a row, day off, that kind of vibe. You know, on days off, like last night, we went and saw the new Mad Max flick. You know, had dinner, just chilled out, things like that. You know, it's different. Depends on where you're at. You know, if you're in America, it's usually movie night. If you're in Europe, it's let's find a cool cafe to go to. Maybe another band's playing. You know, shit like that. You know, there's all kinds of things you can do to sort of occupy your mind. You know, museums, and you know, if you're on the East Coast or the Southeast, you know, the Civil War battlefields and you know, things like that. You know, Paris, you can go to the Louvre or hang out at the Arc de Triomphe all day. You know, I mean, it's great, man. I mean, because not only are we blessed to be able to play our music all over the world, but you know, you're in Paris for a day off. That's a historical place. There's a lot of shit that happened in Paris. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, you got to try to soak it all in. So you get a little bit of an education too while you're out there doing what we do.
Let's get the Jim Root movie review. How was Mad Max?
Yeah.
I'm going to be careful on this one. I got to be careful on this one because I'm a little bit of a Mad Max Road Warrior purist, and I would have to say the cinematography was amazing. The storyline evolved and the plot evolved to be better than what it started out as, but I was a little bit let down. I mean, it kind of seemed to me like it was a little bit more about Charlize, her character, than it was about, you know, the Tom Hardy character, who is Mad Max.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're just setting it up for future stuff, you know, but, you know, cinematography was great. Props were great. Some of the cars that they welded together to make some of the new machinery was great. It wasn't like completely overdone with CG, which, you know, I think is awesome. But I missed, you know, man, I love Mad Max and Road Warrior in particular. Those movies are very close to my soul, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know, the Ford Falcon that he drives around in and all that stuff. I mean, that's, you know, and you know, there was, obviously that car was in the movie and all that, but, you know, I don't know if you'll get back to that car or I'm trying not to give anything away with it. It was good, man, because I've you know, like the group that I was with last night kind of had the vibe that I'm having about it, but I've seen some people online that were like, fucking amazing, it was the greatest, you know what I mean, and all that, you know. So I don't know. I'm just a dumb guitar player, man. My opinion doesn't matter.
It might be that or the opposite, because you're an artist, so you can appreciate some of the stuff that goes in making it, but you can still dislike something.
It was definitely, I did not dislike it. You know what, I'm gonna have to probably see it again. It was entertaining enough that I would definitely like to see it again. Having said that, though, while I was watching the movie, at one point I was stuffing my face full of popcorn going, wow, I kind of wish I would have went and just saw Ex Machina again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was maybe a little bit before the plot started to evolve and, and all that. And me too, I don't dive so deep into things. If there's a comic about it, then maybe, because, like, for me, I don't follow, like, the comic scene very closely. So, watching the new Avengers flick, it was like, oh, well, this is from the comic, and that's because of this, and Thanos, is because of this and that, and the Guardians of the Galaxy ties in with it, and I had no idea about that. So, maybe there's a series of comics about, Mad Max and the Road Warrior that more of this new movie ties in with that type of stuff. I don't know. I don't, like I said, not really my thing. I just like to enjoy what I enjoy, and, Mad Max and Road Warrior was part of my childhood, and that's why I'm so close to it, you know what I mean? It was like, I remember seeing those movies at a drive-in theater with my parents, when I was very young, and so it's special,
So you're going to be busy with Slipknot through the end of the year, close to it anyway. Any plans for the remainder of 2015 after that?
Yeah, we're going to be hitting Mexico City. We've got South America. We've got Europe again. We're going to do another tour of the States, and then they're talking to, I was just talking to our manager, and we're talking about touring into 2016 as well. So
please swing that to Boise.
All right.
We've
only been there once.
2001.
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you were part of Mayhem Fest a couple years back, but it's been a long time since we've had a Slipknot show.
Yeah.
Like an honest to goodness.
Yeah, we need to do that. We for sure need to do that. We don't seem to get to the Northwest as much as we used to,
Well, we'll try to make it happen on our end, man, and thank you very much for the time.
Yeah,
no problem, man. Thank you guys.